government education, because I think it better identifies what it really is. When you say public education, it's kind of ambiguous what that is. It's like public restroom at McDonald's. It's not really a public restroom, even though we call it a public restroom. It kind of removes it. And when you say government, we know what you're talking about. That's our money. It's taxpayer money. So I either want to call it government education or taxpayer-funded education. And I haven't been successful in getting my colleagues to agree with me, but I put it out there. And those are the kind of things that I do. Little things. Mostly what I'm trying to do is erase policy. But I'm only one of three. You have to find three people to agree with you. And quite frankly, that's a difficult thing to do. Right. But you're showing that you can exist and you can get support. And in the areas where you can be effective, you try to. Other than that, and what I'm also showing is that I can disagree with you. I can articulate my position, why I disagree with you. We can have a discussion about it, and then we can vote about it. I can lose that vote, and I'm okay with it. But I have been able to articulate my position and why, and people need to hear that. And really, from our elected officials in the past, they haven't heard it. And so for them, it's kind of scary sometimes when they hear people standing up and say, I've got a different idea about things that they're not used to hearing. For me, they've heard it enough now that they almost expect me to come up with alternate opinions. And they're okay with it because they know at the end of the day, we're going to take a vote and we'll move on. And it's working, and that's really the agenda here in California that we've had, according to the chair, and also myself on the executive committee in California, is to do that, to move into local politics as libertarians, show that we're like everyone else. You live in the community, you have 2 kids. I do. And a wife, of course. Yep. You have a house there. You're just like everyone, and a business. Other guy, and a business, and every other person in the community. And you care about the same things that the other people care about. It's just that we have a little bit of a different idea about how things should get done, and people are tired of seeing the same old people do the same old thing. That maybe it's good to try something else. Absolutely. Another idea that you're providing, and evidently the people in your community like that. They like that you have new ideas. Well, not everybody. I mean, I got to be frank with you. Some people are frightened when I bring up some of these libertarian type concepts. But I make it clear that that everyone's probably not going to agree with me on this, and I'm probably not going to have the votes to get this to move forward tonight, but I think it's important that they hear alternate opinions, because if we always do what we always did, we're always going to get what we always got. And so we're not going to make these big jumps overnight. I understand that, but it is going to take people to stand up in positions of power and say, I think we should change the direction we're going. Not a lot, just a little bit. Let's move a little bit more this way. And if I can't find support, at least they've heard it. And they've heard it once, and then eventually they'll hear it twice, and pretty soon it'll be 5 and 10 times, and eventually we are going to get there. It's going to be in little increments, in my opinion. It's not going to happen overnight. But if I say it one time, and then they hear it from somebody else another time, and somebody else, eventually they say, you know, maybe there's something that is to that. We should explore that a little bit more. And that's what I'm hoping for. All right. Well, and I think, as you said, with the teachers union supporting you, that you are getting through to them, that they do want to hear some other ideas. Well, they've got their own ideas, but they're not unwilling to listen, and that's a good first step. And you know, it shows that it's all about the kids. It's not about the government agenda. It's not about anyone's agenda. It's about, you know, what's best for the kids. Correct. So anyway, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.